Okay guys, good day. We are back at it again. Looking for opportunities to trade on the market. Right. Of course, you know what we have been looking at recently is the spot gold market, because at this time I know that I'm going to be starting with $250, and so at this time we are trying to recreate trying to recreate a condition under which you can be successful with that amount, starting with that amount of money. And you know, what is it that you're going to be doing to get your trading going, your lot sizes, and so forth, right? And so that's the whole situation today. Of course, you know, pretty much I hope, I've get my account funded by this week. Just trying to work out some kinks, and all things we need for it really should have been done already. Nonetheless, I wait for those kinks to be worked out. Say anything else about it. But key for this week, we have the FOMC. I think that will be on Wednesday. We have the consumer price index, which will occur on Wednesday, and then the CPI on Wednesday, and then we'll have the FOMC. That's also on Wednesday, so we have wow. So Wednesday is gonna be a big deal. We have the CPI, and we have the we're gonna have the FOMC report. So that's gonna be some big movements. Market might at this time just go into a waiting mode. Pretty much everything might get tight. It all depends, so you have to look and see what's happening. I've thrown over the Euro USD, but again, as I said, when I've looked at the spot gold, you know, there's a lot of movement in the market, and it seems to be fairly liquid, and the volatility is there, right? I'm actually looking on getting some movement going. Nonetheless, you know, there are other opportunities depending on which pair that you want to look at. There are other opportunities there, right? So we see the USD CHF testing this point of level of resistance, so possible breakthrough there, possible bearish sentiment. Always, again, you have to start from the higher time frame, work your way down just to make sure you have a bigger picture of what is happening. Again, this could be a point where it's gonna have some retracement. So because just as you know, the market has to come back a little bit because it has been going down for quite some time. Right? It has been bearish, so might be an opportunity for retracement. Right? But there are opportunities there. Right? We had done some analysis, and for the CAD JPY market, and it seemed to have broken through here. We're not 100% sure it's a reversal, but let me see if I've gauged it as a reversal, or there's more points of this level of resistance right here that it's looking at. We have right across here, it's points, and it came through. So but I've been paying it a lot of mind. I kind of scouted them. Some of them have moved much. GDP, JPY, looking at here, go through, retest. So depends on what you're comfortable with. For the GBP CHF, it's really running inside a triangle here, so we may be looking at some sort of reversal, meaning probably possible bullish sentiment. But again, you're gonna look to see which way it breaks, and once it comes out of the triangle, all things being equal, if the technical analysis is correct, you draw your lines correctly, then whichever way it breaks, then that's a good whether bullish or bearish, then it could be sweet. But of course, spot gold is where it's at. So the market from its historic highs, retracement, bearish retracement, and it touched a little back up, and so we are actually looking at movement. This time frame 4 hours. We're actually looking for it potentially to come back here, or if not, at least to come back up here, right? In terms of having a bullish sentiment, right? That is what we're looking at. Into the trade a little bit late, which wasn't paying attention, which you really have to be on your, so the indicators that I have basically told me that listen, what I drawn this level of resistance here, it broke it, and so I really should have taken the trade at least right here, right? Nonetheless, I took it here, and then waiting to see how it would perform if I doubled up. So I took opened another lot here, right? However, one of the things that we always have to remember is you wait for it to retrace and then you open the lot. So I probably should have waited for it to retrace and then open the lot here, right? So little things you're learning until, we were doing the real deal. Of course, we have to have the patience and the discipline. One of the things is to ride out a lot of the false signals that you get along here while the market was going across. And it's not easy. Sometimes see the candlesticks, like strong candlesticks popping either bearish or bullish, So it's not easy. But what I realized is that really, if you have to stick to the indicators, wait until you literally see the separation. So if you're trading the daily, doing a day trade as I'm doing, you know, you wait for it, and if you wait for it, you can't go on, because if the market is going, it's going, right? So stuff that is happening right here, it's not in your interest, and based on the ADX, it's not telling you that you have a strong trend coming, right? So leave that alone. You just want to lose all your money here, right? So the name of the game is you have to be patient, and it's one thing to earn the money. it's another thing to keep it, and that's the saving life, right? So you can trade and be successful in the trades, make a lot of money here and lose it all right here. So it's one thing to earn it, it's another thing to keep it. So hold your powder, be patient, wait for the trade to be literal, because if it's going to be there, it's going to be there, right? And you know, that's my take on it. So currently I have 2 lots on this at 0.1 per lot, meaning for every 100 pips, that would be $10, right? So 100 pips, I think, right, that would be $10. So it's 1,000 pips, then you make $100, right? So based on my target here, on my target here, I'm trying to get this. We're looking at minimum, so that's 4,000, it's over 4,000 pips. Alright, so that would be over 400 pips, right? And so I find that for the amount of money that I know that I'll be starting with, this works. And if you are using your technical analysis and watching your lot size, right, and trading as you should, you can make some money without taking any excess risk, right? So I found that with the spot gold, working out on the little kings, you know, at I think Eastern Standard Time between 5 and 6 o'clock the market closes. It's another thing to keep in mind, right? And then it opens back, right? So it's just another little king to work out, right? And so I looked at quite a number, of pairs, and some of the most volatile pairs I think I've looked at as well. I think this is spot silver, if I'm correct, right? I think this is a spot silver. I just have it up for, interest, kind of looking at it and seeing what's happening. But alright, so these last pairs, these last 4 pairs here, I think these are the most volatile pairs. Right? So I've really been looking around, and before I was strictly USD trader. Look outside, but you have to look around. You have to be flexible in your trades, in your and in what it is that you're doing. Okay? So it's like you're driving, and there are certain rules to drive on the road. But because you're driving, there's a lot of unknown as well. There's stuff that will happen that you just have to adjust on the fly, right? But the core rules you always must follow, and so it is that I believe it is with the trading as we see it, right? So that is it. So pretty much I'm pretty much just trying to get the broker to register my transfer, and then I can start live. So hopefully, well, all things being equal, definitely should be done this week. Alright, so let us see how that works out. But until then, we'll stick with the demo, and we'll sharpen our skills, and excuse me, when the real deal comes, then we want to be calm enough at that time and get things done as well. So please subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and keep trading, but know that patience is key. Alright, and set your strategy, work your strategy, don't deviate from the strategy. So that really is the key. It's discipline and patience, right? Because at times we do have a good strategy, but we're not disciplined, nor are we patient. Alright, so pretty much that is what I personally am working on as well. Alright, so peace out until the next video is out. Alright, remember, it's one thing to earn the money, it's another thing to keep it. Alright, so with that in mind, until next time.